Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this flower cushion. I used Premier yarn size 5 bulky. I will put the link below for the yarn. So you will need this yarn, or you can use any yarn that is available, and it's probably size 4 medium weight, but I suggest to use the same yarn that I use with this project. You also need your knitting machine. I use the bigger knitting machine. You can use your Centro, but I use Addi knitting machine, but it should be fine either way. So for this project I did 5 petals for the white and then 1 for the yellow one. So go ahead and get your materials and your Addi knitting machine, and let's get started. So here I have my 5 petals. So I'm gonna explain to you guys. I'm not gonna show you how I crank it because I know most of you knows how to do it. So you need to crank up the petals for 60 rows. So 60 rows for the petals. The same with the yellow part, the middle part of your flower. It's all the same, 60. If you want your flower cushion to be bigger, I suggest to add 20 more rows. So you're gonna add 20 more rows to make it bigger. So it's like 80 rows each of your petals and the middle part of your cushion. So go ahead, go get your stuffing, go get your needle, scissors, and let's put this together. It's just easy. Alright, so here's the middle part, the yellow. So you know how to make the hats, right? You're just gonna fold it, stuff it, and close both ends. So you're just gonna shape it like round. So I'm just shaping this up. Alright, so here I'm gonna show you how I did it. So this is one of the petals. So I just fold the piece, and then we're gonna stuff this one. So I put the stuffing in, then we are going to run the stitches on the top of this petals, and then that's how we're gonna close it. Okay, you're gonna close it on the top. Do not overstuff it, or do not pull this yarn. This yarn is easy to break. So that's what, see the yarn, that's what my yarn's left, and I'm going to just stuff it a little bit more, and I'm not gonna pull that yarn because it's easy to break. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close that just like so. I'm not gonna close it like circle. I'm gonna make it look like lengthwise, like flat. So when we sew it into the middle, it looks like a real petals, if that makes sense. Like not circle but flat, but the middle is just the circle, if that makes sense. But these petals, it's gonna be like that, just flat. Just pinch it together and just sew it like how I'm doing it right now. So just close that together, and you're just gonna repeat this for the next 4 petals. Okay, if you guys have question, I will also put a description below so it's easier to understand. And just shape it up. This yarn is perfect with the knitting machine, so I highly suggest it. I highly recommended it. So the middle part is just round in circle. Remember, do not pull tight with this yarn because this yarn breaks easy. Alright, so that's my first petal, and I'm gonna sew it just like that. Alright, go ahead and do yours, and then I will show you the next step. So here's my petals, they're all done. Make sure you stuff them the same amount, because as you can see, mine is not all the same amount. Some are big, some are small, because the stuffing is not enough. So right now we're just gonna sew this side. If you're not using the same yarn like mine, I suggest to use mattress stitch. But if you're using the same yarn like mine, it doesn't matter how you stitch this up because it's not really showing any stitches on this type of yarn. That's why I like using this yarn in our knitting machine. Alright, so I'm gonna sew mine together, and this is the result. It's easy, right? Alright, so this is where you're gonna put all the stitches. You're gonna sew them together. Alright, so make sure that your stitches are in there so it's not like flapping. And tomorrow I'll be making a tutorial for the small one. I know this is quite fast, but it's just an easy tutorial. So the small one is exactly the same. It's just the row is only 10 for the small one. So 10 rows each of the petals and the middle part of your flower. And you're gonna do exactly the same thing. You're just gonna sew them together. Alright, I think that's it. Explain how I did it. I'm sorry this is quite fast, but I will put a description below for the yarn information and the row counts, okay? I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. I will see you guys next time. Bye.